Welcome to this week's episode of the Indy and Dot podcast. We're going to talk about a topic that we have not been avoiding, but we've been asked to talk about for a while. And now it's relevant to the up in our community. We may as well talk about it. Karan, let's talk about the Epstein files.
Jeffrey Epstein.
I would have put a jingle over that.
Yeah. I need to rewatch Netflix. I did remember watching the series about it, but now it's more relevant again. I need to recap on, the whole deception and how he set it up, that network, and his mysterious death.
Listen, there's only so many documentaries I can watch of people doing terrible things until the same thing gets repeated again and again.
You say that, bro. Anytime they release something on Hitler,
with honesty, I'm good.
And I'll tell you, anytime they release something new on Hitler, I'm watching that documentary. Like, it's just,
why?
I don't know, because it's just good. Like, it's. I don't find it repeat. It's a different angle. It's something, anything to do. I don't know. I like history. I'm not going to say Jeffrey Epstein's history. I'd say kind of 50, 60 years behind JFK assassination. Another one. I just like certain periods of history. And I'm like, okay, a different take on it, maybe.
Yeah, I think this is a pivotal moment.
I can't remember. Yeah, it is. It is. And it just shows, like, I know we're going to cover obviously the upbringing side, but the Bill Gates thing that's been surfacing. And I was speaking to my mum about Bill Gates. And have you seen the Bill Gates thing?
Pause. Hold a note on that. We'll come back to it. The generic stuff. Let's stick to that.
We'll come to Billy
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the up and up stuff gets a bit weird because originally you're thinking, is there really going to be any kind of relation there? Anybody going to try and be speaking to him? What's the need? He's more US centric. They're over, here, there, and everywhere. You would think there's no real clean connection. But that didn't stop him from connecting to various people. I don't know how the introductions were made, but bro, the emails that have surfaced are looking pretty bad. Should we go through them?
Yeah, and I don't understand, just caveat this, I don't understand how these people are communicating knowing that there's such a big trail. Like, if you're going to do dodgy shit, it just makes absolute no sense.
I think he was smart. Epstein was smart to keep a paper trail. Because this is 2016. People were still using WhatsApp at that time. Like, you could just message. I don't know why emails were such a thing for him. It's very weird. Or maybe they uploaded it all to like an email itemized system.
No, that's a good point you just made. So obviously what's been released is from his hard drive copies. This isn't like the other person's system's been hacked as it is by the FBI. This is just what he kept.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it does make you think about, like, we know somebody who we were potentially going to bring onto the podcast as a guest. And then they start talking about WhatsApp hygiene and disappearing messages and deleting all messages so there's no trail. Like, people are becoming very like, yeah, I don't want this to come back in any form. But like this whole idea that, I didn't know he was a bad banda. There's nothing about him now. But 20 years later, there's all this bad shit come out about him. People want no connection with any person. They just like delete.
Yeah, but the difference in this story is that a lot of the connections are made after he was convicted of sex offences the first time.
And you can't say that. Yeah.
You can't dispute that. You can't be like, I didn't know. I was like, you know.
You knew. You knew, but you didn't care because it benefited you. Simple, you got that.
Exactly.
You're doing Marikam, didn't affect me. You probably, you did it. I don't care. You did it. Let's do business. That's it.
Yes. So, let's go through person number one of interest. So this is all taken from Juggernaut. It's called _the Juggernaut. It's a South Indian or South Asian, I guess I should say, South Asian news outlet that is subscription only. So sorry, I'm not paying for your subscription on the journalist thing because it was $11 a month, and I thought a bit steep.
Free
even though in your bio it says £1.90 a month, but £1.90 a week, which doesn't add up the maths. But Jello, that's fine. Misleading marketing. It's okay. I know the dark arts. I do it all the time in work. I get it. Okay. So let's go through it step by step. Number one, Karan, do you know who Hardeep Singh Puri is?
No.
So he was a member of the BJP party.
Right.
And he was apparently trying to meet up with Epstein a little bit. However, there's another person who got wind of it. His name is Terji Rod Larson, cracking a joke with Epstein about him. This is the exact phrase.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, have you heard the saying, when you meet an Indian and a snake, kill the Indian first? And then Jeffrey said, the question is, how do you tell one from the other?
Wow.
Anji. So, Hardeep, how's that egg feel on your face, bro? Because you were trying to meet this guy, link up, and this is the shit he was talking about you behind your back. Nice Olga. No matter how much you bend over, mate, this is what they think of you. You can contort yourself to their beliefs, whatever you want, get what you want out of it. This is what they think of you, really. Is it worth it? Right, that was number 1. Number 2, Deepak Chopra. Do you know who Deepak Chopra is, Karan?
Yeah, I know Deepak Chopra's now.
Can you give me some insight on him? Because he's more like your kind of realm of banda.
Sorry, what does that mean?
Because you know a lot about because you know a lot about the fake guru space. So that's
Are you saying I'm in that space? Am I? Is that what
No, I'm saying you're very interested in it. Mr. Tony Robbins is my idol.
Fair. Okay. Just checking what you were hinting at there. So yeah,
Deepak Chopra. I'm not saying you're in the Epstein files. Okay, chill out.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Kera files later. Let's see what's coming out in the Kera files.
Go for it.
So Deepak Chopra originally was a genuine sort of a teacher of medicine at one point, and then he kind of became interested in the kind of what we would say as complementary medicine, things outside of that, and kind of mindset and well-being. It's the well-being industry. Tony Robbins obviously made it famous. There were obviously people before him, Earl Nightingale, Jim Rohn. That was Tony Robbins' teacher. There's people now like Jay Shetty. So in each generation, you have people that continue this type of work. He's written loads of books talking about how to improve your mindset, and just think of him as the Jay Shetty in the generation before. And so with a lot of people like that, the image is Seva helping people. Obviously, multi-millionaires making loads of money off their courses and training and all that kind of stuff, but trying to help people. So then when you see this other side and again, this all depends on now if we think this stuff is completely legit and real. His highly quoted thing that he said about God being a construct and real
go on. Tell people the quote that you said.
Yeah. God is a construct, but or real girls are cute or something like that. Like, I get it. That's funny, right? But bro, like,
I don't know, bro. I don't think that's funny at all. That's basically saying that age is just a number or whatever, hinting towards the meeting women underage kind of thing. That's how I interpret it. Yeah, it's a bit weird.
I don't know.
Look at the broader context of the one that you're speaking to.
Yeah, exactly. On the lens of Epstein, fine, but on the lens of that actual sentence, I think it's talking to now. We talk about Kalyug, right? Like, we talk about God in the abstract, but a fit one in front of you is like, to most people, is very, very tempting. So like, that's a real thing. That isn't Kalyug. Like, I get it. That is Maya, right? You're right though. In the context of Epstein, yeah, there's a darker understanding of what he's saying. Yeah. And then you feed that in with other things like, I enjoyed watching you zero in on your prey.
Yes, here we go. The quote is, I liked watching you zero in on your prey. It made me smile. This is what Epstein said to Deepak. He then said, I have not received a return text yet. And Deepak said, it's okay. Thanks for today. I think you got a bit shook.
Yeah. Because some of the stuff, the messages
Deepak
are cryptic.
was messaging Jeff, amazing. How did you pick her up? Listen, my son, and the wisdom of sages will reflect your reality. Aha, I have much to learn. Prayer hands. In many ways, such and such is more connected to, quote, reality than the brilliant scientists. I felt connected to her at the level of awareness. Jeez. What?
Yeah.
He's like the stereotype of like those creepy Bunde who like think they are shamans or whatever, or they think that they are the shit and they can start a cult, and they speak in these weird abstract ways. Woo.
Yes.
Say all these weird things, and the people look at him like, "Wow, you're a savant." No, geez, you're just fucking weird.
That's a key word you use there. That's how cults start, and actually, there's a couple of good examples of this, even in that kind of an Asian space, and people become infatuated. They take on these kind of female assistants. You remember the yoga guy we talked about a long time ago? Then they get close, and then it always ends in sexual activity. Like it just happens. Like they're infatuated. This is the banda. This is Rab, and then sex in there, and it's just like, okay. And then they die, and then all these things come out.
Yep. Juggernaut actually put out a full reel on Deepak. Let's give it a listen.
We have to talk about Deepak Chopra and the Epstein files. The DOJ released over 3.5 million new pages of the Epstein files on January 30, and all hell has broken loose. But among the most frequently mentioned person of South Asian descent, Deepak Chopra, with Deepak clocking in at over 4,104 mentions, with duplicates, of course. To be clear, being mentioned doesn't imply immediate wrongdoing, but, and this is important, it still implies that these people knew each other and were in each other's circles. When it comes to Deepak Chopra, the ties are even stronger than that. First, who the hell is Deepak Chopra? The Indian-American doctor and modern-day guru has published over 65 books, with some claiming his net worth is over $200 million. His dad was a cardiologist who reportedly advised Mountbatten, and his brother is a doctor too. He moved to the US in 1970 and even taught medicine for several years. But somewhere along the way, he became a follower of transcendental medicine and became disenchanted with the over-medication rampant in the West. The first release of the Epstein files in November 2025 already had mentions of Deepak Chopra. Specifically, in a November 2016 email, Epstein sent Chopra a link to a Daily Mail story about Katie Johnson, a pseudonym for someone he called a troubled woman with a history of drug use. Johnson had claimed that Trump and Epstein assaulted her when she was 13. When Epstein told Chopra she dropped several charges, Chopra wrote, "Good." At the time, Chopra told Washington Post, "I hope that all of the truth comes out after ongoing and proper investigations. I'm happy to share whatever I know with authorized officials. Otherwise, there are only endless speculations without knowing the context." Well, we finally know more of the context. The latest January release shows that the emails and texts between Chopra and Epstein were extensive and strongly implied that girls were involved. Epstein and Chopra would often email and text each other to try to meet up if they were ever in the same city, leaving a significant paper trail. And if Epstein wasn't free, then a girl might be. In one text exchange, for example, Chopra messages someone, likely Epstein, to say that they would enjoy meeting his son-in-law, who's a venture capitalist, but they can't talk about girls in front of him. But the text messages from 2016 are even more incriminating. "I only met her in the streets 2 weeks ago," Epstein texts Chopra. "I liked watching you zero in on your prey. Made me smile." And of course, there's that 2017 email that's been making the rounds in which Deepak Chopra says, "God is a construct. Cute girls are real." Deepak Chopra released a statement on February 4 denying allegations of abuse. "I want to be clear. I was never involved in, nor did I participate in, any criminal or exploitative conduct. Any contact I had was limited and unrelated to abusive activity." Jeffrey Epstein, however, was convicted for abusing underage girls. And Deepak Chopra is grateful for his friendship. In fact, most would say from reading these exchanges that they were close friends. What do you think?
Bruh. Sorry. His dad was an advisor to Mountbatten.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Okay.
I mean, maybe
right.
in medical capacity. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
As in, what are you taking from that?
That was a very out of left thing to reveal. Didn't know that happened.
Okay.
Anything? Right. Okay. That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, cute girls are real. God is a construct. That was what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number three, he puts out a statement saying, "I can't wait to clear my name. Oh yeah, everything's going to come out. It's fine." In the batch one that he was exposed in. Batch two comes out. It shows the closer connections. He's like, yeah, but I didn't engage in anything illicit or no wrongdoings. I'm like, geez, just admit that you fucked up, and we can probably give you all the shit you need now. Take everything away from you, publicly or whatever. And then that's it. And then when batch 3 is inevitably going to come out, because there's meant to be more files in the future showing more of this shit, then it may make you look even worse. So this second statement you've put out after the first one isn't making you look any better. It's just like, I'm going to just deny myself of this by like one more step. Then just one more step. Just one more step each time.
Without knowing what else is going to come out. This is the problem. And then it makes your previous statement just look silly, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. There's no strategy for this. The only strategy is either you completely admit upfront before more stuff comes out, or you just remain completely silent. There's no in between.
He's a PR firm's wet dream, man. I'm telling you. They're like, "Oh, repeat customer. Hanji, Ajo." Oh, God. Right. I found on an alternative website, they've also summarized exactly the stuff that he said. When Epstein had the charges dropped against him and he said, "Good."
Yeah, I mean, there's no good way to interpret that. Like, no kind of benefit. Doubt.
And if you do that and you're complimenting a friend on that thing, okay, then you were close.
Yeah. Like, if you feel moved to say, basically say, I'm happy it's happened. Yeah. Clearly there are people who, really inner circle, bloody Bill Clinton every second picture getting nanga in those
Well, come to Bill Clinton,
pools.
Holly,
Right? There's those people, right? Who are clearly like, there's no denying. Then I reckon there are some people who probably used him because I think the law was he's connected to Bande. So then the question becomes, is that worth the risk? Right? Is it worth like, oh, I might be affiliated, but I'm not really doing anything. I just want to be in a room with another person type of
Karan,
thing.
I'm not trying to be funny. If somebody is convicted of sex offences,
you wouldn't want to take the risk, yeah.
No. I wouldn't want to be near that person ever.
Full stop. Exactly.
Considering that both of us have kids now as well, like that added layer on top where like, okay, reposition it. That's my kid. That could have been my kid. You're like, okay.
Yeah. But you know how they think about that? The way they think, for example, what's her name? Fergie. 2 kids. You know Fergie's, yeah?
You got to be more specific, mate.
Andrew's wife, ex-wife.
Okay, right. When you say Fergie to me, I think of Sir Alex Ferguson. And I was like, where the fuck are you going with this, mate?
You're like, Man United is implicated in the Epstein files.
And then the other Fergie, I think, is Black Eyed Peas.
Singer.
So, you have to be really specific when you say the words Fergie.
But we are talking Epstein and Fergie's. This makes more sense. But fair. All right.
Anybody could be connected to this now. You got to be more specific.
Yeah, fair. She met Epstein obviously several times, but there was one email that's come out where after something had been dropped, he'd flown them out with her 2 daughters, Princess Eugene and Princess, I can't remember the other one, Beatrice. But in that context, again, right? So registered sex offender, being convicted, but she's like, yeah, but he's not going to do that to my daughters because we're friends, right? So I think people have this layer of separation where they're like, oh, but we're cool. Like it's not going to happen.
They're thinking that he's, I don't know, got it out of his system or something. Like he's
not got out of his system, but he's not going to do it to my kids. That's different. Like he might be mara, but he's not going to be mara to me because we're friends. Like we're on the same team. And that's dangerous, right? That's really dangerous. But
I don't think it works like that.
What we're learning obviously, people obviously didn't know how much leverage he had and how much he kept on people.
Yeah.
And so they were just probably like, okay, I have this meeting, Tika. Like, even if nothing comes of it, what have I lost? But then this Bandaj is keeping it like a diary of every single. So
I wonder how organized he was to keep all this together. Like
very organized. PDD.
Clearly, he had a lot of spare time, right?
No, I wouldn't say he had a lot. Well, I mean, he's fine. I think he obviously had the right people, right? He had everything recorded. He had everything organized. Like he'd pay someone to do it. Like he's not sitting there doing all this. Organizing his files.
He's probably creepy enough to do it to relive the memories.
You seen the video of him running around the kitchen?
Nope, I've not seen that video, but we will come to these revelations. Right, next person. Aneel Ambani.
Yeah, right. The only thing I couldn't look up is connection to Big Ambani is what?
So this is the wrong Ambani. Obviously, everybody knows the Ambanis who got married last year.
Yeah.
That's his brother's kid.
Oh, so he is related?
Yeah, he is related.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So Big Ambani, Mukesh Ambani's real brother's son. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa. No. Mukesh Ambani's brother
is Aneel Ambani.
Yeah.
So this is not his brother's son then, his brother. Yeah, this is close. Yeah, this is really close, man, to the source. Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, you see the name Ambani and you're like, Then you dig deeper, you're like, okay, damn. For those that don't know, let me just give you a quick bio of Aneel Ambani.
Biodata.
He's an Indian businessman, former billionaire, and chairman of the Reliance Group. Yep. He is the younger brother of Mukesh Ambani.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Caught up in this Epstein shenanigans. Yeah, great. Should we see what he said? He is featured the most amongst any Indians. In 2019, just ahead of the General Assembly election, Ambani and Epstein were planning to meet. He suggested to Epstein that he'll be in New York this time in May. Epstein told him that he should be. Epstein suggested if he wanted to meet Steve Bannon, Ambani said he will respond later. Ambani was then seeking financial assistance in arranging $720 million in exchange for listed shares and securities. Epstein responded that in a personal capacity it's not possible, gave him advice, put things in a bankruptcy-proof vehicle, in a trust or corporation. Basically saying, put all your assets in a shell company to declare yourself bankrupt. Epstein called Ambani Modi's man. In 2019, when the BJP won the election, Epstein suggested that Modi should meet Steve Bannon. Ambani agreed and told Bannon Modi is on board. Ambani also sought further advice from Epstein to help the Indian government dealing with the US administration.
I mean, that's potentially quite far-reaching.
That is family wrecking shit. That is wiping
scale.
out the credibility of a whole family name right there.
Yeah, well, that's level 1, but level 2 is the influence then of, say, India and America and India. Like, that's big, man. That's not small. All these backdoor channel meetings, trying to gain influence.
If you wanted to get financial assistance, I don't know, man. I think you got a few million sitting around to ask somebody who is in a less public sphere, less disgraced individual for advice on this, instead of just going to like, oh yeah, I know a guy. Really? That guy? Should we read the messages? Here we go. What's in store on the 22nd in Paris for dessert? I believe life is short. You should always start with dessert, Epstein. He also said New York has the best desserts. You and I need to understand each other's favorite types so you don't get indigestion.
Like,
I know Ambani. New York City is far away, so Paris is a dry day, my friend. Epstein. Only this time. It's the wise thing. Riding the tiger has its bird and skis. So many weird hints of what they're doing.
Oh. No, the bit that really creeped me out, that bit about indigestion. We should know each other's type. Like, there's clear analogy, right? Like the type of women, what you like, your pleasure. Like, it's just it's talking to it. But it's just, it's dark, man. That's just, yeah.
Bad. Anyway, disgusting.
Kalyug Indy.
No, Geese, this is not Kalyug.
Beyond Kalyug.
This is just demonic behavior. Like, people like this genuinely need to be thrown in a cell. Like, horrible, man. Horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. That's that. That was disturbing. What's even worse is who's the biggest brown person in the middle of this? It's not any of the people that we just mentioned. It's fucking Kash Patel.
Oh yeah.
Banda who is sitting on the files. Like, the files are on my desk according to Pam Bondi, and he's been going through it saying, there's nothing in here of significance. All of a sudden, starts releasing millions of files.
Epstein didn't supply any Korean to anybody. There's no evidence. That's what he said. I was like, bro, like, come on.
He got his chitter handed to him in this rundown. I never liked the word rundown. He was obviously interrogated by Congress.
Yeah.
This is how bad it got. This is how childish he became once he was told and grilled. Listen to this.
During your oath to tell the truth, did you ever tell Donald Trump his name is in the files?
I have never spoken to President Trump about the Epstein files.
Did you ever tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
The Attorney General and I have had numerous discussions about the entirety of the Epstein files and the reviews conducted by our team.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
And we have released where President Trump's name is in the Attorney
It's a simple question. Did you tell the Attorney General that the President's name is in the Epstein files?
During many conversations that the Attorney General and I have had on the matter of Epstein, we have reviewed.
The question is simple.
Did
you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files? Yes or no?
Why don't you try spelling it out?
Yes
if you're
or no, Director?
Use the alphabet.
Yes or no?
No, A, B, C,
Director,
D, E, F.
It sounds like you don't want to tell us. Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name was in the Epstein files?
Why don't you try serving your constituency by focusing on reducing violent crime in this country and the number of pedophiles that are legally harbored in your sanctuary cities in California? I'll work with you on that.
Regular order, Mr. Chairman.
I'm
the lawless gentleman from California.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
The question has been asked and answered.
You've not answered it, and we will take your evasiveness as a consciousness of guilt.
Fuck me. I know you haven't seen that. Sorry, I don't know if we were going to cover it, but wow.
Bro, like deflection on the highest level. Come on,
The
you're
worst
most
type of deflection.
Senior banda in the FBI, and you're going to just... It's
Fucking
clear. It's a yes or no
spoiler alert.
question.
Yes, Trump's name was in the
No.
Epstein files numerous times.
I read something this week. It was about... it's on LBC. I was listening to the take on it. It was about how they're at this house in Florida or something. Underage goodie was told to provide hand relief to Donald Trump, obviously not president at the time.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
And the glove, and he's like, glove back here. Like, it's just, see, some of this stuff is so specific. And then it goes on to...
Can't be not true.
Do you know what I mean? And then I don't know if you've seen the thing they said about how in certain kind of sex fetishes involves strangulation and death. And there are people coming out now saying, the witnesses who obviously survived said people are buried here, here, and here. And you got people then going on Google Maps behind like golf courses and things saying, we need to dig here or like look here for bodies. And all this stuff coming out, right, is just people are so messed up, right?
Yeah, bro.
One. And then the facade. The facade, right? There's just... We'll talk about Bill Gates. Let me know when you want to talk about him. And that's a perfect example of facade versus what you do outside of that.
The facade also of Trump being like, oh, I didn't know the guy. But brother, you wrote him a birthday card message customized with your signature saying we should what? We should play again or something. Or the best kept secret. Some weird, obscure stuff that you just wouldn't say.
When they're at the party and they've got the video clip and he's mouthing that thing.
Yes. And also how he's standing in that picture with Epstein in the kitchen with these underage girls standing around him. That's weird, bro.
Lord Mandelson is gotcha.
Just sorry, Anu. All of it.
Bro. You got some what looks like official papers. You're in your gotcha. There's a woman in a bathrobe, and then you're like, it's not me. It's not the apartment. Like, just shut up, man.
Just own up to it. That's it. And move on. Own up to it. Do a proper investigation. How involved were you? Very badly, by the way, Lord Mandelson. Yeah. Fucking disgustingly bad. Right? Terrible shit. Just everything is crap. Genuinely, some of the most horrible shit you've ever seen. And all those people out there saying conspiracy theories, furniture being bought at over expensive amounts was trafficking of people. They found emails of Wayfair furniture being purchased for obscure amounts of money attached to like weird reasons. And they were saying, see, I fucking knew that it seemed off. So people who were conspiratorial have now been validated after all these years of speculating.
Even weird, Indy. So we've got obviously the weird, like kind of, sex stuff, whatever. And we obviously had P. Diddy this year or last year as well. But there some stuff I've seen, again, witness corroborated, and they've said, we're on this yacht and people were sacrificed and then intestines eaten, feet chopped off. Like, do you remember, you probably read it, Dan Brown's book, the one set
Inferno.
No, the one set in America. The one that wasn't made into a film. You reread it about that baddie who's trying to become a god in the film.
I can't remember.
In the book. Secret Codes. No, that's the most recent one. Anyway, that Capital, I think it's called Capital, something like that. Anyway, in there, they talk about this cultish behavior, right? And there's been all these talks like in the past about how these billionaires go into this forest and they get nunge and they do all these weird things, right? Illuminati
initiation
ceremonies, Freemasonry, the highest degrees and all this stuff. And then you read this stuff on yachts and stuff, human sacrifice, the eating of intestines, drinking of blood and shit, and you're just like, no smoke of that fire. That's all I'm going to say. There's no smoke of that fire.
It's just a bit weird.
Bro, it's beyond weird. And again, the facade, right? Normal bande who are taking all this dark gutums to their grave, is what they hope. And then Tada goes Nicolia. Like, it's just
Musk caught up in it. Trump has been caught up in it, and somehow he's still getting away with it. Yeah. America, I don't know what's going on, man.
He just attacks, doesn't he? He does two things. You ask him a question. He's like, "Which channel do you work for?"
Yeah.
Well, you're doing a shit
basically.
job. You got no ratings, so that's that. And then
there was one buddy who actually kept asking him questions.
Oh,
about
he?
it, and he was just gunning her for like a minute.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm just going to stay to the question. You didn't answer the question. That's fine. But she stuck to it. I thought, fair play. You're going to take a lot of heat.
Yeah. It takes a lot. And then the Jabasi, but what he does is he now making it about Iran, right? He's like, we got real shit to deal with. This is the focus. This is America's enemy. Divert that attention away. That's
and look at Musk. Oh, I knew that Trump was in the files, but I didn't know I would be in the files, despite the fact I was begging it to be on his island for, what was it? Begging it to go to the island emailing him around Christmas. I'm like, you have how many children?
Oh, he said something about, because I need to unwind. I need a wild party. I don't want relaxation. What's your wildest night or something like that? It never happened, apparently. It never happened. He went to the island.
But why would you want that? And ask for that?
Yeah.
Freak, bro.
Yeah.
Tell me about Billy Gates. I don't know anything about him. God.
The thing with Bill Gates is, he had enough scandal when he was president himself, right? Horny banda. We've all, you probably remember it as well.
Bill Gates or Bill Clinton?
Yeah, good point. I was talking about Bill
Clinton.
Whole
time you've been saying Bill Gates.
No. I have been thinking, I will tell you about Bill Gates.
He is in it as well, but...
They're both in it. Bill Clinton.
You see why I said earlier, you got to clarify the Fergie.
Yeah.
You can't even get the bills right.
Billy. Bill Gates is what I was talking about earlier. We're talking about Bill Clinton just briefly now. But yeah, he was horny banda, man, right? Do you remember when we were young?
Already.
Huh?
Everyone knew that already.
So remember when LimeWire and everything was big on the scene, Napster?
Yeah, I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
That woman. That was just everywhere, right? It was just everywhere. And so it's no surprise. Like, there are intimate pictures of him and these like weird paddling pools, swimming pools, and he's just walking around, just happy. Like, he's just there, and there's no other alibi for him being there. Like, you are clearly enjoying yourself, and whatever that means, right? So that's him. Then Bill Gates, it came out this week, and I think he's answered some questions on it, and his ex-wife has been asked about this. He got an STD from a Russian prostitute.
Oh God, yeah.
And then asked Jeffrey, how do I slip my wife antibiotics? So she
doxycycline, by the way, very specific type of antibiotics.
Was it doxy? I didn't know that.
Doxycycline, yeah. So how do I slip doxycycline into my wife's way?
Yeah, that's what you use to treat chlamydia. Yeah.
So he gave his wife chlamydia. Right.
Well, he may not have given it to her. He may have been giving it to her. Yeah, like as a prophylactic. But either way, some dark shit. But here's the thing, right? Like, Bill Gates, infidelity is like morally seen as a bad thing, but it's not like not killing somebody. It's not, you shouldn't do it, but whatever. But again, like, going to Epstein, ask this banda.
What does this one banda have, like, as a whole over everybody? It's so odd to me.
Yeah. He just knows people, right? He's connected to banda, and they just... I feel like when people... He might not be the direct person, but somebody will go to a trusted person in their circle, and they'll be like, you need to speak to Jeff. You need to speak to Jeff. And he just keeps...
Yeah, because they were probably caught up in some shit with him, and they're like, oh, if he gets brought in, now he's in it with me.
Yeah,
the layer cake, mate.
The layer cake. Or they agree with Jeff. They're like, I'll bring this banda to you. You drop the shit against me. And they're just leveraging off against each other.
That's it.
And then it's just dark.
Mutually assured destruction, I believe they call it.
Yeah, that's basically it. But yeah, like, we think about Bill Gates, Microsoft, and he's like this nerdy guy. Yeah, and doing like good things in the world. That's the other thing.
Do people not see a trend here that, like, so many of these rich elite people just are fucked up, and ultimately that money, I feel like, has corrupted so many of them.
Money corrupted so many of them. Yeah, or corrupted for any other reason.
Like,
no, I'm just. The thing is, now here's a question for you. This comes down to how you view people in general. If you have a person who has done good things in their life, but also done bad things, which is most people, Indy, do you then have a net view? Like, do you balance those things up? Or do you have you've done some mara, therefore it negates all of your good things you've done? How do you...
It depends on the severity of the bad thing they've done.
All right, so you take Bill Gates, right? So if he's tried to, let's say, kill the world of lots and lots of diseases and all that global health, and he's been unfaithful to his wife.
I don't think messing around with somebody who is a pedophile.
No. I'm not saying, Epstein association, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I'm trying to understand.
But I don't think anything can bring you back from that. Yeah. I really don't. Fair. Messing around with kids is the ultimate. I think some people put it higher than murder. Genuinely.
Yeah, because when these people go to prison, they get talked to by the prisoners. Like, there's no right. So prisoners have a code for this.
They rank this as one of the most heinous things you can do in life. So if you're fraternizing with somebody like that on a close personal level, I'm sorry, man, you can't just let that slide. And you can't sit there and dig your head in the sand and say, "Oh, man, we all had the internet back then." Yeah, I didn't have to go to a library and go and pull out an encyclopedia and be like, "Oh, let me just look at this year's edition of Jeffrey Epstein stuff." No, it was all there in front of you.
Yeah, it's all knowingly done. I think that's why they have to try and get ahead of it and make statements and answer questions. And yeah, now I look back at it and now I think this and now I think this and I shouldn't have done this and I can see how this would have been seen and It's like, but you did it, huh? It's but that lens is tough. And we're nowhere near the level of not bad stuff, but just that level of what we're talking about. But there are people who approach Indy and I for certain things, and after discussions, we'll be like, like the brand, how could this be
it smells
online? Fishy, right? And it's enough, right?
Weird.
Just to be like,
and I'm like,
it might. Yeah, short win, like, we could do this and this would be good for money or exposure, but down the line, scam or money.
If I get any sort of like whiff of a scam, I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. And it's really just not worth it. But you can see where the temptation is. And so when we look at this is just connected banda. I want to get in that room. I want paise, I want access, I want kuriyan, whatever it might be, is the banda. That organizes it.
Well, onto a slightly happier note.
Right. In the Kera files, it's been revealed.
No,
that Indy loves Karan. That Indy loves Karan. And
he bloody worships.
You do love me.
I know you love you.
Menupada.
Sometimes I don't.
Menupada. Anyway. We haven't spoken this week. Are you okay?
You'll notice I haven't sent you that message in many months. I gave up with you a while ago.
Do you know why? Well, no, you didn't give up. I think
no, I didn't give up. I was like, whatever.
No, you didn't go. We know each other well enough. We're solid.
No,
and your dad.
Your dad. To Karan being it's fine. Like, he'll say he's fine. He'll deny it. It's fine.
Karan's emotionless. Karan has no emotions. That's what Indy's decreed.
Yep.
Yep. That's it, Tiga. Yeah.
Right. Have you heard of Passport Seva? There is a service out there called Passport Seva. Passport Seva will essentially help people in India in finding a passport, having it given to them, take them through the process, set it all up. Did you know this thing exists?
I didn't know that existed, but I know here something my dad's locally set up is to help people get their OCI cards at the Gurdwara.
I was going to come to that in a second, so put a pin in that. We'll come back to it.
Yeah.
But this is actually a website that Sanj found because we're trying to look at passports for Ashan. And she typed in passport, and the second link that came beneath was Passport Server. She's like, what? The website is passportindia.gov.in. It is called Welcome to Passport Server, delivering passport services to citizens in a timely, accessible, and reliable manner. Sounds great, right?
Mm-hmm.
Know about our services. Fresh reissue, ordinary passport, diplomatic official passport, police clearance certificate, all this stuff on here. Looks great. Looks fantastic.
Yep.
Until...
I was going to say, feels like you tend to a scam. Right, yeah.
So you Google... No, it isn't a scam. It isn't a scam.
Okay.
Obviously, if I'm going to look at a service and think, yeah, this is great, the website looks fantastic, what do you really want? You want the no like trust in it. So I'm going to go look at the reviews.
Yeah.
Passport Server reviews.
Oh, okay.
Should we have a look at this? This is where AI Overview comes in absolute clutch with the amount of bullshit it feeds you. Passport Server services generally receive mixed to positive reviews, praising for fast, digitized, and efficient processing, yet criticized for inconsistent staff behavior and crowded facilities.
Sounds like India.
So how's it fast then?
Well, on average, I think it's fast for some people.
Oh, God. Speed. Several users reported receiving passports within 24 hours to a few days. Fine. Appointment issues. Reports of overbooking, long waiting times, and issues with the online portal and app. So how is it fast then? Okay, all right, fine. I'm not going to lose my shit. You go to websites of people that are sitting and reviewing it. The reviews, there's a review website. They don't have Trustpilot out there. No. Found a website called mouthshut.com. Mouthshut.com.
Don't even know what that means. Okay.
I don't know either, but the last review on here I found for this thing was in November 2023, and the top bit said, shitty process. That's the title. You know how you give a review? Title. Yeah. I applied for reissue of passport for address change. The online process was hassle-free. I booked a slot for 12:30. When I reported there at 12:15, they told me there were already a lot of people. My turn comes at 2:30 and gave me a token that said 72. What the fuck? Why do you even have a slot booking if you cannot follow it? Anyways, went there at 2:30. They made me sit in a waiting area for an hour. My token number was called at 3:30. Unfortunately, my token was in second. I don't know what that means. Once I went to the counter where all the details are verified and processed, it took me around 40 minutes because there were already 20 more people waiting. Their token numbers was 100, 125. I don't even know how they got in before me, that even though the slot clearly says 3:30. After 40 minutes of waiting, I'm let in the office. A whole week had passed by when my passport was sent to my nearest police station for police verification. Why? And then it still keeps going. There's more and more stuff in it. I can keep going with this. Yeah, okay. I don't know the process, whether a police verification is required for address change or not. I've seen a lot of people getting their passport immediately after 4 days without any police verification. I don't know why my case is required for police verification. After the status had changed to send to police for verification, the police came after 8 days. That means a whole week has passed by. Another week wasted. Why? After police came to my home and took the exact documents I submitted, the passport office 15 to 16 days back. Why? I then had to bribe him 500. In India, only bribe talks smoothly. A week had passed by now, and the status had changed to police verification report has been received and is under review for the last 3 days. Another week. Why? There you go. It's been almost a month in, another few days, and the verification process is still in progress. This is my experience until now. Wow.
Okay, I'm going to say one thing. That person's British.
I mean, they've written it as if they are British.
Bro, there's nobody who uses the word shitty. That is our word, right? And it's so apt. It's like, and then the detail, the way it's been kind of itemized out. Why? That's
good
like
writing though. It's written with like drama layer on
That's
layer.
Peak rant. Like if you were going to rant Indy, I'd expect that. Like I would love to read an Indy review of something. Like when you've not liked the product or service.
No, I normally I normally only go online and leave people good reviews. I'm not that guy that goes out.
But I'm saying if you did, I'd love to read an Indy rant review. Like just to be awesome, man.
Someone else said this is definitely a translation. It just says the title's complaint. And it says, this service is the very worst. We applied passport 3 months ago. We don't receive passport. We complain. Nobody is given an answer. Very, very worst service. Who is working here? Just get salary from government for doing nothing. And then the middle review is excellent service. I wish to record the outstanding services of the passport server office. Burn. Bengaluru. My son Ankit's passport application for renewal, for expired renewal was applied last week. And after the Tatkal category interview yesterday, we received a fresh passport today. Excellent service. Very impressed. Full kudos to the staff. See, now I don't think that was written by somebody native.
No, I don't think so either. That looks like a plant to me.
That looks like a plant to me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a suspect. Excellent service.
So there's your passport server service. There's a reason it's free. That's all I'm going to say. Going on to the OCI, I thought let's look into people having a free service where they can, apply for a visa for the elder gen, because that Indian visa website is very clunky. You have to resize the passport picture to be the direct, exact measurement of what they need. That is not found in a passport picture. It has to be in this stupid ass format. And then when you go and press refresh to go and do it on the page, your application goes to 0. Yeah. I'm like, oh, thanks. So I've got to go through that whole painful thing again.
Every other country or every other place where you go to like a Morrison's, Tesco, I had to do one the other day, you get the standard passport photo, but there are specialist centers for these weird India square oblong shaped photos that you need to get done for yourselves. And it's like, why couldn't you just stick to let just everybody have one style of passport photo, right?
I think they make it so difficult that people have to struggle for it. And then they hope that people just don't apply.
But the thing is, like you and me, IT savvy, we can do resizing tools. Like I'll find things to do things. For example, we did Akeham's OCI, and Dad knew the guy at a local office, and we got there before it kind of opened. We were the first people in. Like, so there was an in, right? Like if we didn't have the in, then it's a long process. And he was telling me about, right, you can collate the PDFs into one, but make sure you upload it this way. And then I did it once, and then you made one error, and he's like, no, you have to do the whole thing again.
Yeah.
But that's me being, whole thing. That's me being savvy, understanding how to use IT, and we have an in. But if you haven't got that, it's you're right, it's clunky, man.
Bro, have you seen that queue to go and sort out an application in any of those travel agents?
People, well, no, not travel agent, but so the actual, the India Commission office. Like
the High Commission office. High Commission. Not commissioners, High Commission office.
High Commission office. People start lining up as if the Jeetane, like there's a line like all the way down the street, man, from like an hour before the doors open, and it's just like, whoa, it's really, really, really competitive to get into the centers.
And unfortunately, the onus always falls on the kids, us guys, who are able to do the tech side of things,
right?
To sort it out, help the parents through it, get it all done, and we will do it. But we're the ones who feel the fucking pain of how long it is.
So we're doing passport Seva. Is that what you're saying?
No, we're not doing passport Seva. But you said that your dad is sorting out an OCI service to help people out.
Yeah, we are doing passport Seva. We're helping our parents. It is passport Seva, no?
I mean, sure, but it's helping out my parents. I wouldn't say it's like a Seva service for the whole world. It's just
Seva doesn't have to be.
And is it selfless? Because if you're helping your parents out, you're doing it normally so they don't bollock you. Or they don't guilt trip you. So is it selfless?
You're doing it because it's the right thing to do, Seva, isn't it?
Yeah. The right, but that's not selfless, is it?
Okay, follow-up question, Indy. Can you do Seva for your parents, yes or no?
I don't know. This is the thing.
No, you can.
They gave you so much. Maybe it's a return on investment,
You're a weird person, you are. It's just this. You feel like Kash Patel now. I'm like, can you do Seva for your parents? Yes or no? You're like, well, this is. And I'm like, okay, Kash, just buy out.
Why don't you talk to me about interest in taking down people that actually have problems in the world? Fucking hell, Kash Patel.
Yeah, no, you spell it out. Do you know the alphabet? A,
B,
C,
D, E. Fucking hell.
Oh my god. Yeah, so Dad set this thing up, Karmagador and Mosul, I think through his links with the High Commissioner's office. And they have like a dedicated service to help with that process. I can't remember. They had a record day where they have it. I think it happens routinely, but then they have days where they do like not a camp, but like a really intensive day, and they get more people, staff. So the staff that would be working at the centers you go to, they just come to the Gurdwara and they process it all there live, and they get people through on the computers and stuff. And it's good. It's good, right? Because if you haven't got Sevadars like Indy or myself helping at home, then people need help. And that's a nice way of just getting it done. And travel, obviously, to India is very important to a lot of our diaspora who still have links back home and want to go regularly. So, yeah, it's a good thing to do.
It's a nice initiative.
Did you sort Sean's passport?
No, we're just starting to plant the seeds as to how to do it. If we do go on a holiday, what would that look like?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you need a passport, but yeah.
Not gonna lie, I was thinking, yeah, let's book a holiday. That didn't cross my mind once, so thank God for Sanj, because she would have actually been like,
passport?
he needs a passport. I'd be like, oh yeah, that's important.
Oh man, I remember when we did Akeham's passport. So the baby photo can obviously be done at home, and so I got Kenny to do it, and it's like on a white background. And the thing is, they specify certain facial expressions of the baby. You were just like, how do I guarantee this? My baby doesn't, smile or look too.
Just has a vacant look.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's just.
The baby's look is this.
Yeah. And I kept uploading it, like the photo, and it's like, does not meet criteria. And then you look at the green ticks, it's like white background, nothing there, no shadow. And I'm like, this photo. And so then I think Meher or Kenny did like 50 photos. And then I was like, just trying all of them until it went ding, accepted. And I was like, this is just so stupid. Anyway, it got done in the end. But yeah. that's relatively easy. And then, yeah, I mean, in terms of if you're thinking holiday like that involves flying a plane, see, in retrospect now that it comes older, it is probably easier when they're younger because they sleep a lot more and it's just, they can't, and they're immobile.
It's
Whereas
just breast milk as well. Or it's just formula. Like it's real simple to feed them. You don't have to think about kids' restaurants or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Food and they can't walk around. Whereas at Akim's age now, when we went to Budapest, it was like, it's all meal planning, where the nap's going to be. It's still doable, right? Like you can't do these things. But yeah, if you're going to go when they're young, then yeah, you'll be fine. 4-hour fly radius is kind of the advice I give people as well.
Mm.
Yeah. You got any
Yeah, as you
countries in mind?
Googled it, we're like, yeah, where's a good place for kids to go? You know what came up? Japan. I was like, I think we're a little bit ambitious to try and go to Japan with a child this young.
Yeah. Yeah, plus they're not going to appreciate it, are they? I think about
It's
some
not
places
about
like
them.
that.
It's really not about them.
Yeah, that's true. It is obviously isn't
It's
about
not
them.
about them.
Yeah. No, it's not.
This is one of my
No.
last holidays. I'll go
Do you know what it is though?
me.
It's not about them. But if I'm gonna go to Japan, I want them to appreciate it. So I'm gonna wait for that so they can appreciate it. That's what it kind of meant. That's my kind of thinking. Whereas Europe is more, obviously there's loads of history in Europe, but there's what I'm learning now. There are very much resort place things where there's like zero history. There's nothing to do. Just kanapina in the party, relaxation type holidays, which I was never accustomed to. And now I see the benefits of those.
Yes.
So yeah, big learning.
Right, next seg. Confessions of a Padel wanker. Come on.
Do you know, that was quite good.
That
was quite good. I'm quite impressed. So, which day of the week does the week start, Indy? Not trick question.
Monday.
Okay. What I thought, right?
Americans do Sunday, but yeah.
Yeah. And Shindy conveniently in this story here chose Sunday. I rang her. I said, she knew I was playing paddle on this particular day, which is yesterday.
Of course. Every day, yeah.
Not every day, but she knew I was already playing. I said, oh, brother-in-law, he's extended it by an hour, because obviously it's free, so it's 2 hours now. But they're going to have pizza afterwards, but I'm not going. And just thought I'd let you know. And
why would you smash pizza after doing a physical activity for that period of time? All that shit you burnt off. You're like, let me just whack it straight back on.
So my chacha's son, he studies abroad. He's going back as his last day. So he just wanted to go out and celebrate. Not celebrate. That's not the right word. It's not celebrating leaving, but just have a good time, right? Yeah, it's not celebration. We're actually quite sad.
Took him to Mr. Singh, did we? Yeah.
No, it was another pizza place in Wolves. See, I'm saying my brother-in-law's here because it's hard to reference them, but these are my sake chacha's daughter's husbands, who I call
You were
my
completely
brother-in-laws.
fine saying brother-in-law. That's fine.
Yeah, fine. So yeah, he recommended this place in Wolves. I'll get the name. He said it's better than Mr. Singh's. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to try this if you're saying that. I think he's previously from Wolves. What was my point? Yeah.
So you were not going
to the pizza bit, but so yeah, it's 2 hours now, and then it was exhale. I'm at work at this point, and I'll speak to you later, Karan. I was okay, fine.
You finished. That's it.
Yeah, but she needs processing time, so I was like, fine, Tika. Then I get a message, right, WhatsApp, and organized person. She screenshots my Google Calendar. I mean, yeah, it is mine. It's not ours. It's mine. And she screenshotted it. And I was like, okay, we're talking about Epstein trail. And I was like, oh man, my paper trail's there. She knows when I play paddle. It's all there. And so she screenshots. She goes, 4 times in this week, right? Using Sunday as one of those days. Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday. I was supposed to play today actually, but we cancelled it. And she goes, I don't want to hear the word paddle anymore.
Didn't she encourage you to do this?
Did she encourage
It's like, oh, look at the guy's legs. Look how fit they are. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah.
I was like, you fell for the fallacy, didn't you? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we spoke about this, didn't we? Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, that's a nice benefit. But, she's basically like, what you're doing is you see a gap in your calendar And it's like,
and you think, let me fill it with fun stuff, not let me do something and give Shindy time back.
me and Shindy. No, she has the time, but me and Shindy do fun stuff together. Today we had a bit of fun. But yeah, it's like the first thought is, and the thing is, paddle courts, there's not that many of them. They're super competitive. You generally need 4 players because singles isn't that good. So what ends up happening is you play on any court and you play with anybody. So I have about 3, 4, 5 paddle WhatsApp groups now, and I'm just pinging between all of them. I'm like, yeah, I'll play with you here. I got my coaching here. I'll play singles with you here. And she's like, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Tell me your reaction to hearing that I have a paddle coach. You said, actually, I said to you, didn't I? You said it's only about time. That's what you said to me. You said
no, I said it off air to you that it's that I knew this was coming. It was about time. Yeah.
Yeah, but what does that? What's the nature of your comment? What are you trying to do?
Nothing can just be fun for you. It can't just be like, oh, I'll do it for fun. It's like, no.
Yeah.
I need to be number one. I need to be Asli Banda. I need to be the best. I need to be a ninja. I need to be an assassin. All of the above.
You've got it half right. You've got it half right.
Half right, okay.
It's half right. Yeah. The goal with these things, like with piano,
is to piss off Shindy, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the goal,
mate. Asli maksad meri life adi na. Asli goal. What did I say the other day? I said something to Shindy the other day. I was referencing you. It was something about how you want to be in Sachkhand and tell God to give me all your pains. And then she said something as well. No, she said something as well. I was like, you want to do this to me there, and Indy wants to do this to me there. I was like, bloody just leave me alone, both of you, when we get to that point.
I do leave you alone. I barely message you now.
No, Ote, Afterlife, I'm saying she referenced something there as well, like you'd referenced something there. And I was like, both of you, just piss off, man. What's my point? Yeah, sorry, the maqsad, the goal, not to piss off Shindy, but it's not about being number one. It's not about that. It's about the feeling I get. I think you get it as well from things that you want to pursue, about improvement. That's it. Mastery, improvement, getting better at something. It just feels good, man.
So literally what I just said. Yeah.
No, but you're saying that I want to beat other people. I like competition.
Absolutely.
No, but it's not I want to shit on this
person. Are you telling me you don't keep score?
I don't keep score. Absolutely.
You definitely keep score when you play paddle.
No. Paddle? When I play table tennis with you, I don't say I'll beat this many games. Never.
No. I'm not about the actual game itself. You keep score in it.
You're not about during the match, do we keep score?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. What's the point? Otherwise, we're going to go 2 hours of rally.
I'm showing that you're competitive.
No.
You're not keeping a running log in your head like 10 for Karan, 1 for Indy.
No,
it's not that.
Yeah.
Like it's game, set, match.
Yeah, you play a game, but that's not the same
leg,
as...
away leg. It's none of that, okay? Left leg, right leg.
Charity match.
International leg. Yeah. Friendly. Exhibition.
Yeah. There's no friendlies in
tournament.
There's never a friendly.
See?
But no, it's about improving.
Never a friendly. Yeah.
I am competitive, but it's not about shitting on other people. Those are two different things. I'm competitive with myself.
I respect you for that.
You're being facetious. Yeah. I want to get better, and the feeling you get is just it's good. And I'll tell you what, I'm 35 now, and I'd say for a good while, a number of years, my focus had been elsewhere in things like, more kind of business entrepreneurship, setting yourself up, all that kind of stuff, which meant that actually kind of playing sports regularly I'd do it for a little bit and then hop off, and it may be badminton. It was really intermittent. But again, no coaching, no kind of consistency. And now that I've fallen back into it, it feels good. But that comes with perils, right? When you do want to achieve mastery, you then start thinking about all the gear, innit? All the gear and no idea. And
wait, hang on. Before you go from all the gear, no idea, what did you say back to Shindy? What was your matlab to that?
To the WhatsApp message?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I can't remember. What did I say back? Did I say anything back? What did I say?
Can I predict it?
Okay, you can say here. Look, let me hit. Yeah, you can predict it. I don't.
Can I predict your message back? Don't flex the calendar there.
I won't. No, that's what she sent. Screenshot. Yeah. What did I say, Indy?
Yeah.
And it's one word.
Yes, darling. And then something along that line.
That's a good phrase. I use that with you lot as well. No, I just put understood. That was it.
If you said noted in that moment, she would have blown her fucking lid. I'm telling you. Right? You would have given her an aneurysm. I'm not even joking.
Noted. Yeah, maybe.
You're like, understood, but I ain't changing. It's done now.
It's like, she put here, but it's all blocked with paddle. Just don't want to hear that word anymore.
So why don't you say you're going like badminton? And it just got upgraded to paddle. Ooh.
Yeah, it's just not going to fly. But it's all good. We got a system now. It's all fine.
What's the system now?
System now is obviously I have my coaching session once a week, and then I just try and fit in one game once a week. It's not 4 times a week. It's so addictive. It's so addictive.
And all the gear, no idea.
We'll come to that. Everybody I've met in paddle is just like, I'm on all these paddle forums now, and everyone's just like, man, I'm playing 5 days a week and don't think it's enough. And last week,
5 days a week, I don't think it's enough. You guys are addicts, man.
Yeah. Oh, bro.
You guys are ripe. You guys are ripe for a cult. I'm telling you.
Proper addict. Like, there's no other word. My brother-in-law said, yeah. To his wife, my cousin, she was like, yeah. She says the same thing. She's like, I'm addicted. And I was like, yeah, bro, I get it completely. We're all watching like videos and shorts, and we're like, yeah, try this strategy. And then, so my coach, shout out to James, my coach. He actually coaches Mo and Ali as well in paddle, the cricketer. And I was like, oh, bro, are there like paddle camps as well? And he was like, yeah. He's like, here's the one I recommend. Go to Spain, Alicante.
Here's my referral code. Please use my code at checkout. I get commission.
Well, yeah, maybe that, because you get some percentage off as well. And he goes, go here in Spain, and take the wife, take Ikam as well, and beaches are great.
Leave him at the resort and go have a good time.
You do the coaching, and then you spend your time with after. And I was like, listen, James, you do permission slip and just saying, I recommend that Jazz goes on this course. Then kuch ho sakta, but you need to, come on, James. So yeah, all the gear, no idea. So you go to paddle places, you rent rackets, and that's cool initially, but then you don't get the same racket, and then you get frustrated because you're not hitting the ball the right way.
Sorry, what? Hitting the ball the right way? It's a fucking racket.
No, I'm gonna relate to something that you've played now. So like table tennis, for example. Any racket sport, there's a sweet spot, right, in the racket, where if you hit it, good connection, sounds good, and the ball goes. And sometimes you don't, and it goes tuck, and it just. So paddle rackets go from like cheap ones more expensive. It's the material that's used. It's to do the weighting of it, weight distribution. Range. So entry level, 30 quid, 30 to 50 quid. Top end, like 500 plus.
500 for a bat.
For a racket, yeah. I mean, that's like uti. I'm just saying, like, it's same with the, if you look at badminton probably as well, but sorry, not badminton, tennis rackets, cricket bats, like, obviously there's, really, really, really high level. And then there's loads in the mid-range as well. So I was like, okay, I got a coach now. I'm going to play a bit more regularly. Record of the day, yeah. And then, so he sent me to his place. He was like, yeah, go here. They know me. They'll give me discounts. So fine.
That's commission code again. There you go.
Commission code Joey Hega. Win-win, man.
Commission code Parawanka. There you go.
That's it. PW, right. Jasmine, PW, right. Thank you. ਉੱਥੇ ਮੈਂ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਗਿਆ, and then so I was like, ਫਿਰ ਤਾਂ ਜੁੱਤੀ ਵੀ ਲੈ ਲੈਣੇ ਫਿਰ, ਹਨਾ? Paddle ਜੁੱਤੀ ਵੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ.
Of course, yeah. I mean, you gotta have the right shoe attire. Yeah.
ਚਾਹੀਦਾ.
Next thing's gonna be a fucking headband, isn't it, for you? Yeah.
Bro, double sweatband, wristband, ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ.
Sweatband, wristband, double grip. I need chalk with the grip. I need to wipe the chalk all over my face. What else do you need to do, Karan?
Yep. Yeah, that I mean, you're getting there. Balls. You ever seen balls? Paddle balls. Paddle balls are different than tennis balls. That's
of course.
You, I think.
They can't be the same thing. That would be barbaric.
Yeah, they're actually smaller and bouncier. That's important because they don't bounce off the glass otherwise, and then there's no game. So that's quite important. There's you there. So got the jutti on. I said, it'd be really
what
good.
What other add-ons can I get?
Yeah, what would be really good is boxing card. It would be really good is I want a bag that can obviously hold the racket, but also the shoes.
Oh, bag. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now the thing is, the shoes.
Because you can't just have them out in like a little corner in the room. No, you got to put it in a bag.
It's not really about in the room. It's more about taking them to the matches and changing shoes. That was my main thing.
Yeah. Because that's so heavy to carry, man. Yeah. Because a backpack wouldn't
I'm
work.
going to be honest. I model this off you, actually. I like your bag
A little
system.
backpack wouldn't be sufficient.
You have defined bags for defined roles. Am I correct?
No, Karan. I have a backpack.
Yeah.
And I have backpacks plus in general, but I can repurpose those backpacks for another
That's
thing
correct.
if I need to.
That's correct. That's correct. I understand.
Why don't you show everybody your backpack?
We can show you. Do you want to bring it on camera?
Now, right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
This is my...
No. Why don't you put it on? Why don't you put it on? Put it in proportion. Show how large it is. You look like a little Niana going to school. Look at him.
Right.
No, side angle, please. Side angle. Look at this turtle shell. Look at this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Honestly. Fucking hell. That bag is massive.
Yep.
Does it need to be that large?
It's my paddle racket. So it comes with this mandatory. So you have to wear this because before this existed, you put it on your wrist. What happened is somebody was playing with a partner. So you're here on my left, Indy. I swung the racket for the ball, let go of the racket, and hit that person in the head. So then they came out with this mandatory thing for safety. So that's quite important.
Mad how they have that in paddle and not tennis, but yeah.
Yeah. Smaller than a tennis racket. Obviously no strings on it. Yeah, that is a paddle racket. Oh, there you go. Nice Auger.
Wow.
Mm.
Can you sit back for me, by the way?
I can sit back, yeah. So yeah, I got exposed, right? That was in the Mavi files. She found it on the Google Calendar. There's nowhere to hide. I said, boys, on WhatsApp, we need to go underground, man. We need to disappear. We need to go off
Boys,
grid.
I'm building a paddle court on mine. That's what you're gonna do next.
So you say that. One of my brother-in-laws said in our group, he said, I'll give you 1 year and you're going to have a paddle court in the garden.
I agree.
Kenny looked at the cost and found one on eBay. So, so
How much is it, Karan?
Kenny found one with 7.5. Not bad. Not bad. So,
without installation.
Yeah, I imagine. And then, this is quite funny because you know Mario because he's done some work at your house, and Kenny's like, "Yeah, Mario could do it." I was like, "Bro, ikka banda inna kam." It's
have to hire him for a month.
Yeah. I was like, he'd have no other job
at the same time.
Yeah. No, that was a big project, man. Like he does good work. Big project.
Yeah, Mario, your handyman, Bajara.
He's such a good guy. Yesterday, where we played Indy, was completely personless. So you got to code into the thing, kind of honor system. There's rackets that they leave there so people don't have it. Free, music on, heating on, lights on, just self-contained. Bathroom, changing rooms, coffee machine. I was like, wow, this is so well run. Shout out to Padel 52 in Wolves.
Very good.
Very good.
I just can't believe how far down the sunken place you've fallen into. It's incredible.
So how far down there?
Sunken place you've fallen into.
Sunken place.
Yeah. What did you think I said?
No, I didn't know what you said. I was like, yeah.
Sunken place, yeah.
You got to go deep, man. Go deep, not wide.
Okay.
Go all in, baby.
All I've got is one thing to add.
Go on then.
BBC Apprentice, your show is officially ass. All right, I watched this week's episode
Indy,
and I couldn't.
I'm not even watching it.
I couldn't give a toss. It had none of my attention. It was the driest episode ever.
Mahjong? Is it the China one?
No, the one in Hong Kong was last week, which, by the way, was a mad fix because apparently you can't use the internet in Hong Kong, so you can't search for anything. So it has to be done via like yellow pages, etc. They set them up to fail by going there, basically. And it's just some of the items were obscurely difficult to find.
Oh,
island hopping.
Okay.
It's basically shit. They set them all up to fail. It was basically, we have this Berser, let's just masturbate furiously with the Berser to get these great images that we can do, and that's it. Well, okay, fantastic. I hope you got your aesthetic shots for what you need, but the substance of the show was crap. This week's episode was also crap.
What was the task?
It was build a children's book.
Yeah.
And the more you watch it, the more you start getting angry at how dumb it is, where it is, okay, one team, we're going to split the team in half. One team is going to go and create the character, and the other one is going to write the story. Why don't you just do them both at the same time? Because you can't do that at the same time, can you? Because that is archaic. And I think they only have like a certain amount of time they can speak to each other on the phone when they're trying to like consult one another. I think it's just given to them, here's the phone for a minute, speak to them. Okay, hang up now, bye.
Yeah, and then you get the reactions. I got no clarity from that call.
Because there's no
chance to
stuff
do
like
that.
that is stupid. Stick them on FaceTime, call them, speak properly, get it done. No, can't do that. Okay.
As in, you want a realistic show.
It's just manufactured dumb chaos. Like Desi Apprentice is not that. It's not manufactured dumb chaos. It genuinely is a bit chaotic, but also
I love how we're drawing parallels now. Like
absolutely,
you went from real Apprentice to, but on Desi Apprentice, like so.
Bro, I'm telling you the truth, man. We don't do that manufactured shit. Okay.
What happens on Desi Apprentice? What happens on Desi Apprentice?
Indian Doctor wins by default. But anyway,
Doctor wins and Indy's there.
On Desi Apprentice, hey, takes two. Do
you know what? Okay. Do you know, on pause on that moment, do you know what I said to the Cloud Boys on the weekend? Oh, we haven't even talked about the comedy. Remind me.
Well, we'll do that in a second, but we need to wrap up. So, yeah.
I said to Cloud Boy, I said, do you know what it is about Desi Apprentice? Why people like it? Everybody has a role and a purpose. They'll watch me because I want to win, and that's it. There's nothing that comes between winning. Indy is there to win, and he wants to be in my team. People watch Amrit because he comes up with dumb shit. People watch Aman because he does good stuff, but he's always on the losing team. Like, everybody has their role.
Yes, maybe.
So what do we do on the
Desi Apprentice is not that. Ours is a bit rough around the edges, less manufactured, more fun. Might have a few mic failures, but that makes it all part of the fun. This is just pure producer-led bullshit. And it's obvious, you can see through it. I'm clocking out. Apprentice, absolute ass. Sorry. And the last people you've invested in, Lord Sugar, their businesses, I think they bought out your share, and those businesses didn't last either.
Harpreet left or something.
She bought out his stake,
but then she closed it or something, or she sold it.
She closed the business down because I think logistics after COVID were difficult. Yeah, and now she's doing a dating app, I think,
with her
half, or like a matchmaking service. But anyway, it's all weird, bro. I don't get it.
I agree with you, man. I'm a historic lover of The Apprentice, but Shinji's like, do you want to watch it? I was like, it just feels like it's come around too quickly. I was like, really? Another one? Oh, like, Charter, man. Like, I can't. Yeah. That guy from a couple of series ago, there was a surgeon, a doctor, I don't know if you remember him, really obnoxious, really arrogant Asian guy.
There's always an obnoxious, arrogant person. It's a part of the criteria in the show. They always have to have a Jack the Lad. Who's like from East London, mate. Yeah.
He's always on that GMB, that guy.
I'm going to do this, mate. Yeah. Then you get some Bachara brown person who's a little bit, what's the word? How do I say this politically correct?
Yeah, I want to hear you say this politically correct.
How do I say this nicely? Okay. Knowledge tries to catch him, but he outpaces it too often. There you go.
But are you like referring to Virdi in that example, or?
No, I'm just referring to genuine somebody in the show that are like that.
Okay. Well, that arrogant doctor I was talking about has now been struck off by the GMC. He's no longer a doctor.
And he was struck off the show because he said some anti-Semitic stuff, I think, as well.
I think that's the reason he struck off. He struck off a doctor for the anti-Semitic comments, something else. He was employed as a consultant somewhere as a locum, just walked out of the hospital. And the one you was
now you know why doctors get a bad name.
Yeah. Malekam.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
Right, last thing. You wanted to give an update on how your stand-up gig went.
Yes, shout out to Cloud Boys. Shout out to Aman, who asked me to fill in because one of their other Cloud Boys, Ammo, sadly couldn't do it. What an experience, man. So one thing we learned, we got there a little bit early and we went to the Hippodrome. Well, you've been to the Hippodrome, Indy, in Birmingham?
Yep.
So we went to the front door. We said to the security guy up and they're like, bro, like we got this show at the Glee. Is there a way we can just chill for a little bit? He said, if you go around the corner and then go to these glass doors will come, ask for the creatives room or something. We're like, oh, bullshit, all the went around the corner, said it as if it was like a secret code to get into this door. He was like, "Yep, just go through there." Went in this fully kitted out room in the Hippodrome, actually just for creators, but you wouldn't know it's there. It's like the room requirement from Harry Potter. So that was pretty cool. So we chilled there for half an hour, did some interviews, and Amrit was proper just senile Nicola, like just went to the bathroom, didn't come back for half an hour. Like he was. And then he was like, "Why are you so calm?" And then I told him something. First they were like, "Oh, you're a bit of a psychopath." And then I was thinking about, Indy thinks I've got no emotions, and this is feeding more into that.
Correct.
And then I told him something. I just told him something, and they were like, "Oh, you're definitely a psychopath." And I was like, "Well, this is."
Did this make the cut?
Yeah, well, I probably will. I'll tell you now. It's fine. I told this thing when I was in uni, when I was doing medical exams. The sports hall where we do the exams, obviously 400 of us, very big, right? And so when we were waiting outside to go in, there were always some people who were like last minute cramming, like reading notes and stuff. I said, the thing with me is, because they were like, you don't seem nervous and you always seem confident. I was like, when I see other people who are scared or fearful, it makes me more calm.
Yeah, you're an actual psychopath. Yeah.
Yep. So, and they were just like, okay. And I said, look, I was calm before coming here, but obviously now seeing you a bit more like, I just feel more calm, but I'm not wishing more doubt upon you or fear. It's just the way I feel. Energy is just phenomenal, man. And obviously being on a stage performing, I was telling Sanjay, we did TBS, used to Bangla. This is performance. When we do a live show at some point for the podcast, that'll be performance as well. But like I said to you, I don't see myself as a funny guy in terms of Aman did really good one-liner jokes. My material wasn't that. I can call it material. I was very much story led. And Indy, when I was doing it, obviously the first joke I made, which I told you on this podcast, we did it actually in that Sicking episode where I was telling my nanny's asking me if I'm going to have a baby, and I was like, when Kirpa happens. And so when I said the first part of the response from nanny, "Je to kuch karna hi nahi," everybody just erupted in laughter. And I was like, this is really good. I haven't even landed the main bit. And people are laughing. I was like, okay, maybe I could do this. There's one guy in the front row sitting right next to Shindy who had this resting butti face the whole time, right? And Tommy picked on me later and he was like, "Bro, do you want to fight with someone? What is it?" And he just had one of those faces and I just looked gusta the whole time. But generally, the crowd was really supportive. Gora came in with me at the end and he was like, "Oh," because I had to translate as I went along. He's like, "Yeah, I thought you were really good, man. Your style was really good." Oh, that's really nice of you to say. Podcast fans are there and they were talking about the podcast. Yeah, so all in all, man, I got a thrill from it. And then a couple of people sent it "Oh, maybe you should just stand up." I said, "No, I do enough things as it is. I don't think I want to do any more." But it was a nice thing to do. Yeah. Maybe an Oman's really famous. We can open for him, a host or something cool, fine.
Aman's going.
I would have loved to see you do it though. I will say that.
I'm all right. I would have refused to do the challenge. I'm not doing it. Nope.
I'm wondering now who'd be more like Darehoya, you or Amrit then.
I would have.
It's not a fear thing.
Here's the difference.
Yeah.
I'm not dumb enough to sign up for it.
That's the
difference between me and Umbrella Cloud 9000.
All the BTS.
I'm not dumb enough to sign up for it.
His opening bit on stage was that.
And I will respect all of you guys for doing it. But I'm not doing it.
And what is it for you that...
We've been over it. I respect the art form too much. And if I can't do something properly, I'm not going to do it.
You can't do it properly. Okay, so how do you improve on anything though in life?
By not doing it publicly in that way. And the public way that you guys were doing it was, I'm going to sit there and it's going to be recorded for everyone to see. No.
Public is a difference. Because podcasting, you weren't good when we started. We weren't good when we started. But that's
correct. But barely anyone was listening. That's the thing.
That's the difference, right? And now a lot of people listen. So yeah, good. And now we're good. Fine, fair. Okay. I respect that.
There you go. Right, people. Thank you for listening this week. Karan, well done. Very proud of you. I hope you won. Or was there a winner? I don't know.
Yeah, I think they will be because they got the actual comedians. They got their opinions on all of our sets, which we haven't seen yet.
Okay, fine, good. So you'll find out the winner.
I think there will be a winner. Yeah, I think there will be a winner.
Okay, very good. All right,
your boy held it.
See you next week. Bye. Thank you for watching this week's episode of the Indy and Doctor podcast. Please check out the rest of our episodes here. Don't forget to subscribe here, and we will see you guys on the next episode. Goodbye.